What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the HTM Buddy Build of the U.S.S. Reliant. I'm Jordan with Align in the Stars.
And I'm Ken with Ken's Hobby Bench.
And another week is down and 1 week closer to getting this thing done, man. I know that it's been a slog. We've been doing this for a while now, better part of a year. But we're starting to approach the home stretch. I'm feeling pretty good about my progress. How you feeling?
I feel great about my progress. It is going well.
Nice. Yeah, we were talking backstage before we were doing this, and we're talking a little bit about the paint, and I just commenting on how well that blue paint turned out. Yeah, it looks really good. And now that we've messed with your color temperature a little bit, oh, that looks really good, man. In the photon torpedo launchers, that blue does look really good there.
Yeah, I still have some paper towel to pull out of those little holes, but
of course, that looks fantastic.
Yeah,
nice.
No, yeah. So, yeah, this color's working really good for me. So,
very cool. And that's the main blue, right? Like there's no other blue that's used, right?
No, there are two other blues used actually. There's a slight variation of this one for the sensor band lines.
Okay.
And then there's I think it's a lighter color that's the kind of the secondary color on the main. So the main color that's going to go after the white will be like a tannish kind of color.
Mm-hmm.
And then followed up with a very light blue color.
Oh, right. Exactly. And it's a very light blue color, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that paint turned out great, man. That really did turn out great.
Yeah, definitely happy with it. I would definitely recommend using this method for starships.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to use it. I've made the decision for all you out there that if there was any, I am doing it. I'm going to be 100% doing it as well. I'm super interested in trying a new paint style. So, well, yeah. With that being said, you got a little bit of painting done last week. What do you got going on this week?
Just before I talk about that, I was just going to say,
yeah.
And this stuff with the definitely with the adhesion promoter I think it's bulletproof. The white.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Ken was sitting there scratching on it, and like it's try doing that with Tamiya. You're scratching paint off.
It's not going anywhere. If you watched my video last week, this was completely covered in tape except for where I sprayed blue, and then I just sat there peeling it off with absolutely, and in my mind at the time, zero concern of paint lift.
Oh, that's so cool. So cool.
Yeah. But as to what I'm going to be doing this week, I am hoping to get my electronics in the main saucer and hull area done by just getting the wires, like, for example, the warp nacelle wires could run because there's nothing to, match them up with inside. So I'll kind of get them into place and then kind of get everything ready so that I can have my lights coming out the side here on both sides and ready to accept the wires from these other components.
Awesome.
So that's going to be the main thing because I tell you, Jordan, I am sick of wiring and lighting.
Yep. Yeah, so am I. I don't envy your task. It's a lot to tie in. There are so many LEDs here.
Yeah. Other than that, I think I might try to. I got to clean this. What is this called again? The
intercooler.
Thank you, intercooler. I clean that up a bit, and yeah, that one's particularly. It was clogged up from before I started painting, and I should have realized that. Whereas, that's fine. I got to clean those out a little bit more, and then I want to do the blue paint in here, and then go for the copper on the intercoolers.
Very, very cool. And then what color you used for the inner portion of the nacelles there? What color did you wind up using?
For on the Schiller grill part? So technically the
Yes.
outside part.
Outside, sorry. Excuse me.
Okay, that I used the metallic black again that I used on the inside.
Okay, perfect.
So I just figured, you know what, keep it the same. I know it's supposed to be like a blackish color, and I was like, well,
Right.
so is the inside, and I use the metallic black, so I'll use the metallic black again.
Nice.
So yeah,
I can't wait to see how that turns out.
yeah. No, so am I. I'll probably be using copper. I have a couple good copper colors. I'll try. I think acrylics. So I'll be trying them. I think I have. Um, Let me see here. AK, I think maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll go through those and see what I have and see what I'll use. So yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, it's the wiring is going to be taking up a lot of your time, my friend.
Yeah, well. And unfortunately, a lot of it's not really worth recording. It'll just
No,
be
and
little
that's
blips and blops and
and that's it. That's it exactly. Like I did a little bit of that for my video, but then I spent the time like off record. Like when I wasn't recording, I was just watching TV and stuff like that, and then wrapping all the wires and running everything and getting it all soldered together. Like it takes time and it's tedious work. And when this thing is recording, I tend to rush. I don't know about you, but I tend to rush a little bit.
yeah,
Um, there's no reason to do so because there's the power of editing. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, like I'd rather just take my time and be very careful with it. So a lot of work getting that done. Um, but I gotta say, like once you power this thing on, like for all the work that it has been and all the wiring and everything, it really does look good.
yeah.
It really does. It really does turn out good.
Yeah, I found with recording, doing wiring, you can record 35, 40 minutes of, of that and use like 5 minutes of it. The rest of it
Yep.
hits the cutting room floor.
Yep, exactly. So it's easier just to take care of like fine detail work off camera and then just kind
Yeah.
of show the results afterwards.
Yep.
That's it exactly.
So how about you? What are you gonna work on this week?
Part 4 and the final part of the saucer lighting is going to be coming out this week. So I've got all my SMDs burning in currently right now. I went ahead and soldered them up this morning. Um, So they are getting ready to go. I need to get the turrets installed and then routed through and wired. And then from there, it's basically going to be kind of all the components. So I need to get the lighting put in place and then install the warp crystal. That needs to be taken care of. Getting all of the bridge LEDs, so the strobe and then the two front red LEDs, taking care of getting those installed, and then getting the planetary sensor, getting that installed with the two front red LEDs as well, and then using a burr, as your subscriber pointed out, and I need to go ahead and make sure I mentioned. Go ahead and pop into your video and thank him for the tip.
Yeah,
Using a burr,
DragonWorks. Thank you, DragonWorks.
thank you, DragonWorks. Absolutely. Using a burr to go ahead and clean up the windows down here, as I noticed that you can only really see them when you're looking from the angle that I drilled them into, which makes total sense actually. So yeah, it's getting the final bit of wiring taken care of for the inside of the saucer. Basically just getting all the components taken care of and then starting to work on my JST connectors. I'm going to be using JSTs so that I can continue to work on the model modularly. But when it's time to put it together, I don't want to try to be soldering at connections that are really, really small. So I'm going to be matching up wiring, for all the strobes and all that stuff, all the windows, making sure everything all matches up. All my wire colors are all matched up as well. So just creating a pigtail for it to run down into the base, and basically just trying to finish up as much of the saucer lighting as possible so we can move on to basically from there, um, installing the shuttle deck and moving on to getting all my parts like truly cleaned up and ready for primer and paint and assembly. So I'm not too far behind, thankfully. Getting a bunch of big swaths of lighting done over the course of the last couple of weeks has really helped get me moving again on this model. Um, I'm actually excited to be building this one again. Like I've kind of gone through ups and downs with this one over the course of the last 36 weeks, as we've kind of as this model has drawn on, like, but when you want to do something right, and especially like waiting for parts, we spent a lot of time waiting for replacement mod parts and stuff like that. So I'm really excited now to actually be getting towards the home stretch. And as we were kind of saying before we recorded this, this has been a great build, but we're both kind of ready to do some other things. And we got an idea for a buddy build coming up here soon that's going to be nowhere nearly as difficult to
I've seen
do.
I've
Uh,
seen people do those builds in 12 episodes, or
okay, that'd be
30-minute episodes.
fantastic. Yeah,
So,
like I think that it will, as we get towards the end of this, we'll talk a little bit more. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing something different. But I have to be honest, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this thing turns out when it's all built and put together and all the work, because I know these things are going to look freaking amazing. So I've
oh, for
seen.
sure.
Did you see? Did I know you're not on Facebook? Did you see Will posting, or did you see any of Will's videos or updates with his build?
I did not. I'll have to
So
take.
on Facebook, he's sorted out all of his power issues and all of his
Nice.
wiring issues, and so he had it sitting up on the stand and lit up for the first time. And dude, my God, it looks really good. So if ours look anything like that, it's going to look freaking amazing. And I really can't wait to have this displayed. This is going to be one of the very few models that I'm going to be allowed to display somewhere else in the house besides here in my bedroom slash shop. So I'm really excited about that, and a lot of work, but it's been definitely work that's been worth it. That's for sure.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
That sounds great. I
yeah,
look forward to seeing, how these turn out as well. Because yeah, this is well, obviously this is the most lighting I've ever done on a kit.
yeah.
Hopefully, I'll get back to that Klingon bird of prey at some point. But I
Right.
did
Oh
a
yeah.
TIE fighter, and that I think I had I think two small strips of LEDs, the smallest you can go, and then I think four other small 3 millimeter LEDs, and that was it.
Right.
You know,
Yep. Even for me, this is the most lighting that I've added to any model. The most complicated for sure. Lots of engineering, like just mental engineering, figuring out the plan and like getting all these tied together and what's going to do what and where and how are you going to link it all together. This has been a challenging model, but I think it's made me a better modeler as well.
oh for sure, it's a good chance to improve skills that we don't use very often, or maybe have never used at all before.
Well, and that's my focus now after this lighting is done is going to be trying to get a good finish. So I'm going to be trying to copy this guy as much as I can and try to get a great finish. That's one of the things that I've been really striving for in my models, getting seams right and getting like just when you build a model, have it just look the part without any gaps or anything like that. So that's going to be my singular focus after the lighting is done. So yeah, I got a good mentor next to me to
Oh,
lead the
thank
way
you.
on that one. So yeah, that's I am same man. Like I really look forward to seeing how these, like I said, turn out and see how each other's turn out because we've gone slightly different directions. So
We have, yeah, for sure.
which is awesome. Which is awesome.
Yep.
Well, all right, my friend. Got anything else before we go?
No, I think that's it. How about you?
I think that's it for me. So I really look forward to seeing what you get done this week.
And I look forward to seeing your progress as well.
All right, my friend. I'll see you at the bench.
We'll see you at the bench. All right, so we're going to start off easy here. We have our killer grill here, and its colors are red and black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together some red and black to come out both sides and be able to run down where our center pole is going to be, down to our base. So what I'm going to take is some red and black here to match again. I'll put enough together for 2 runs and then combine them into a single run that'll go down our base here. So I'll start with that. I'll come back and show you when I'm done. All right, so what I've done is I've gone and done some twisted wires again to match up with my twisted wires coming out of my out of my warp nacelles. So 1 and 2, 1 out of each hole like that. Looking good. And combined with a third one, which now is coming out of the bottom. Super long. I know I don't need it this long, but I have it this long so that no matter what goes on with the tube length, I'll be covered. And then I just kind of put a warp. Should have been chiller, but whatever. Yeah, so as long as I know what it means, but I've got that on there so it can be fed through down the tube into the base, no issues. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to continue on like that. I've managed to get this kind of glued into place here so there's no, issues. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. I will continue doing this with the other lights that are in our engines. I'll also have to do the same for the 4 photon torpedoes. And yeah, I think that's where I'm going with this. So I'm going to continue on doing this, and I'll come back and show you some more progress in a bit. All right, so you can see here now, I've got my lights, wires for lights and stuff coming through here. So far I have the strobes, the Raytheon, and the chiller grills. And then with them coming in and then going through, I also have for the strobe and Raytheon, I have an extra connector that's fairly lengthy to go to the top of the saucer, so when it's time to connect, I can stretch the wire out here, put these 2 sides together, wire everything together, and then slap them in. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I'm going to finish up doing this, and then we'll look at maybe doing a little bit more painting. So I'll be back. All right, now what we're going to do here is we're going to do a little bit of painting. So I got some Tamiya tape here to tape up, and I want to paint my intercoolers here. So I need to kind of mask off. The hardest part will be doing the inside lip here. And as you can see, I did kind of clean out these grills here. And what I was using was the back of my scalpel blade. So, and I'm just kind of touching it up as I'm talking to you guys here. But yeah, so there we have it. So what I'm going to do is I will cut up some masking tape to kind of be able to mask off the inside lip of this, and then we can go work around just an edge around here, because we're only going to be spraying in this area anyway. So I'm going to find out what width I need of tape. I'm going to assume it's really narrow. Let's try a 0.5. We'll see how that works for me. All right, here's a little bit of 0.5 millimeter tape. I'm gonna say I'm gonna need to go a little bit wider, but yeah. The question is, how much wider? Oh yeah, no, I need to much wider. What we'll try is 1 millimeter. how that works. Well, 1 millimeter is still not enough. It looks like I need about one, probably just a little over 1.5. So maybe 1.6, 1.7. I don't think it's 2 millimeter. I think 2 millimeter would be too much. Although a second 1 millimeter wouldn't be bad because I could overlap them, so I think that's what I'll end up doing. All right, I'll mess around with some 1 millimeter strips and I'll be back. All right, here we are. Everything's masked up. Now I did find going around the edges here on the inside, I did find that they're not all the same width. Some of them are closer to 1.6 or 7 mil. Some are almost exactly 1 mil. So it is kind of interesting to see the variation on this kit. Anyway, let's take our torpedo assembly detail blue, which seems to be the blue I'm using for a lot of this these parts around the ship. So let's get some of that in there. Don't need much. Let's test our flow here. There we go. And we can come in here. Now we're not looking at doing a lot. I mean, we don't need to worry about the part that's going to be copper. Should have cleaned my airbrush better. Let that be a lesson. All right, there we go. There's the first side. And you can see I did clear up these grills a lot better. A little bit of chip paint there on that one part. Let's cut into air. Move on to the next one. Oh, yep. You can see here these are still masked, these chiller grills. See if we need a second coat in here. Maybe a bit. right. So there we have it. I will clean up what I have here, and I'm going to let it dry for a little bit. We'll see if we need to do another coat. If not, then we come back after it's all dried sufficiently. We can kind of mask off the blue part, and we can look at doing our copper. So I'll be back. All right, so let's give this a bit of an unmasking here. And we'll see how it turned out. And you can see this paint is pretty much bulletproof when it comes to masking on it. At least our base color is. I'm not worried about paint peel up or anything. So that's starting to look really good. Peel up all this inside tape. Yeah, we need to get some masking pull up with the blue. Okay, well that's okay. I can come around and touch that up again. Not an issue. But is that all of it? No, still a little bit more tape in there. Not really anything for overspray to speak of. All right, there we have it. Now, if there was any overspray, like I see just a little bit here, but I think that was from a previous day. I'm just going to use our Mass Design thinner. Now, I've already done the other nacelle, so it turned out good. It did have a little bit of overspray on it that seeped under the tape at one point, but yeah, otherwise it turned out good. It cleaned up well. There you have it, just like that. So yeah, no, I'm happy with that. I can come in here and just touch up the blue just a little bit. I think maybe with a toothpick or something, let it flow into the corners. I think it'd be my best bet. If anything got up on the sides here, I can kind of come in here with this Q-tip. Let's give it just a touch of thinner. Yeah, just like that. Just on the tip. There we go. Come in over here. As I concentrate really hard doing this. But yeah, I think otherwise what I'll end up doing is coming in with a little bit of our blue, and this thinner also is cleaning up that little overspray of copper I had. So that's good. Just like that, and a little bit of overspray here. There we go. So I'm happy with that. I think it's turned out really well. Like I said, just need to give it a slight blue touch up, but I can worry about that in between videos. That is going to be it for today's episode. Unfortunately, I did have an issue where one of my Raytheon effects is not working in the pylon. So I'm going to have to crack pylon open again and see what went wrong. So I'll also try to do that in the next episode or before the next episode. So we'll see what happens. But I'd like to say, don't forget to go watch Jordan's episode and see how he made out at Aligning the Stars on YouTube. And don't forget to go check out Cass over here at Lake Monster Details. He's got a lot of new stuff coming up now. He's got the windows, he's got the impulse engine, all the stuff coming out for this kit. So definitely go check him out. We'll try to talk about it a little bit more in our next episode with Jordan and myself. And don't forget to check out Will also at the Ensign's Share. He's the gentleman who created all these great parts for us and kind of gave them to Cass to give to the world. So thank you very much, Will. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh.